Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about one of the most important and sensitive topics in India right now, that is the Ladakh issue. Ever since Ladakh was carved out as a union territory in the year 2019, there have been continuous debates, protests and growing demands from the people of the region. Why? About the democracy, the representation, the sixth schedule, environmental protection, and the future of Ladakh are making headlines since then. Okay, in this discussion, I'll take you through the background of the issue, why people are protesting, and what exactly are their demands, and what could be the possible solutions. Okay, by the end of this video, you will have a clear and complete picture of what's really happening in Ladakh and why it matters for all of us. Okay, in the first slide, let me explain you about the geography of Ladakh. Right, it's a region that is administered by India as a union territory. Okay, coming to the boundaries. Okay, it is bordered by the Tibet Autonomous Region to the east, you can see in the map, right? And the Indian state of Himachal Pradesh to the south, right? Onto the west, we have both the Indian administered Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir and Pakistan administered Gilgit-Baltistan, right, to the west. And the southwest corner of Xinjiang across the Karakoram Pass is in the north, right? And this Ladakh, it extends from Siachen Glacier in the Karakoram Range to the north and to the Great Himalayas to the south. Okay, you can see from the map here, this light green color portion is Ladakh. It has two districts, right? One is Ladakh and the other is the Kargil, right? The two districts in the Ladakh Union Territory are Kargil and Leh. Okay, fine. Alright guys, in this slide we will discuss about the timeline of events that have led to the Ladakh protest, right? Ladakh was formed as a union territory in 2019 on October 31st. Right? How this Ladakh union territory was formed? By the abrogation of Article 370. Right? Locals initially celebrated this Ladakh Union Territory formation as a separate entity from Jammu and Kashmir. But soon the concerns grew about the loss of protections on land, on the jobs and resources. The local groups that are active in Ladakh are the Leh Apex Body and the Kargil's Democratic Front. The main demands are separate statehood. They are asking for inclusion in the sixth schedule, for the protection in jobs, separate Lok Sabha seats, right? Dialogues with the government have started, but there is only little progress in the year 2020 to 23. Okay, after its formation in 2019, from 2020 to 2023, in these 3 years, there were discussions with the government on the above issues or demands like statehood, sixth schedule inclusion and job protection and separate Lok Sabha seats. But since there is little progress in the year 2024, protests have intensified, especially in the two districts of Ladakh. They are Leh and Kargil. The protests included hunger strikes, rallies and shutdowns. Okay. The recent ongoing tensions in the month of September are like this, right? On September 10th, Sonam Wangchuk, right? He's an activist. He started his hunger strike in the district of Leh. Along with him, some elder people also joined these strikes, right? But since there is no progress on the discussions with the government, after a few days, these elderly people who are doing hunger strike got hospitalized, and this resulted in anger among the youth. So what happened After that, on 24th and 25th September, large scale clashes broke out in the two districts of Leh and Kargil. It resulted in torching of vehicles. BJP office was attacked. So police used force and at least 4 people were killed and many were injured. Okay. So let us discuss their demands. The first one is like full statehood for Ladakh, so that they will have their own assembly and governance, right? And one more demand is sixth schedule protection. Uh, what do you know by sixth schedule? Okay, it is a part of the Indian Constitution. It applies mainly to the tribal areas in the northeast, mainly 4 states. They are Meghalaya, Mizoram, Tripura, and Assam. Sixth schedule deals with 2 articles in the Indian Constitution. They are Article 244 and 275. The main provision in the sixth schedule is to protect the culture, land, and the identity of these tribal communities. So these protections from the sixth schedule are demanded by the people of Ladakh, right? And one more thing that is present in the sixth schedule is there will be establishment of ADCs. ADCs means autonomous district councils. So these locals will elect their own councils and they will have their power over land, forest, resources, and village administration. These autonomous district councils, they can make laws on the land, water, agriculture, forest, and culture. And there will be priorities for the locals in the jobs, scholarships, and local governance, right? There will also be special grants from the center to support the development while keeping the local control, right? So that is the main reason this Ladakh wants to be included in sixth schedule. What is their fear is, if it is not included in the sixth schedule, like Ladakh is fearing about outnumbered by the outsiders buying land or taking jobs, or there may be cultural identity misprotection, right? And since Ladakh is also ecologically fragile, okay, they also fear the environment and climate could be disturbed, right? Okay. And why the government is hesitant to include this Ladakh in sixth schedule, we'll discuss next. Okay, right. Right, guys, we have seen the protesters main demands are like a full statehood for Ladakh, right? Sixth schedule protection, so that they will have constitutional safeguards like the tribal areas, and 2 Lok Sabha seats, one for the district Leh and one for the district Kargil. And they are asking for local job and education quotas with a separate public service commission. And they are asking for environmental and cultural safeguards, right? Because if these protections are not given, the locals of Ladakh are fearing of being swamped away by the outsiders who will buy land and taking jobs, right? Also, they want to protect this fragile ecosystem, right? And they say that the government has delayed all these promises that are made in 2019. But what the government is saying is that since Ladakh is a UT, it will help the center to protect its security, and there will be direct development. Okay, it is not okay with granting the full statehood because of small population or its strategic location, because the China and Pakistan borders, right? Also, the government is not okay to give the sixth schedule status because as of now it is exclusively given to the northeast tribal areas. The government is fearing if it is extended to Ladakh, there may be demand from other states also or other UTs also. That is why the government is cautious about extending this sixth schedule status to Ladakh, right? And it has also set up the high-powered committee to discuss the issues, but it is asking for the Ladakh people to maintain some patience. Right now, the government is concerned about the violence of protests, right? The current status as of today, that is, there is curfew that is going on in Leh and Kargil, and all the talks between the protesters and the center have been stopped, right? But these protesters, they are very firm on their demands of statehood and sixth schedule. But the movement now, it is largely youth driven, while the older leaders, they are urging for peaceful negotiation. We will have to see how this goes further in the next coming few days. Okay, right. Before ending our discussion on Ladakh, I want to say some few points about the famous person who has been arrested yesterday regarding this protest. He is none other than Sonam Wangchuk. He is the main person who is taken as inspiration for the movie Three Idiots film, right? He is an Indian activist, innovator, and an education reformist, right? He has also founded SECMOL. It is Students Educational and Cultural Movement of Ladakh. He was also instrumental in launching of Operation New Hope. It is a collaboration between the government, the village communities, and the civil societies to bring the reforms in the government school system. Right? This is about this person, Sonam Wangchuk. Okay, we will have to wait and see how this protests will end and what the government will come with a solution. Okay, fine. Right, guys. Thank you. This is all about the Ladakh protest, their demands, and the government's stand, and a few points about sixth schedule and the activist Sonam Wangchuk. Right. Thank you, guys. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Also, let me know your valuable comments and suggestions. Thank you.